This is Duke University.
As we enter 2017, we're very optimistic about clean tech and sustainability, in particular for the electric sector. We're making a big transition from a policy-driven environment to a more market-driven environment. The price and cost effectiveness of these technologies are creating their own momentum. We're also seeing a lot of technology innovations come out of sectors that don't normally, have not normally played in this environment. And also, customers and regulators are asking for these. They are driving and pulling through a lot of these innovations and a lot of the policies and programs. So we don't see any slowdown in the push towards clean tech and sustainability in the electric sector. If you look at what the new administration, what may change in terms of direction in clean tech and sustainability, I think there are a number of things which are in place and will have a difficult time changing. Again, the market forces are going to continue. Some of the policies that are in place, we're fortunate in that the investment tax credit and production tax credit have a longer run time than they have in the past rather than a year to year. And also state policies, which continue to drive a lot of this, are going to be not affected as much by the federal. Where we would see a big change, probably the biggest change will be in the EPA and the Clean Power Plan as it's currently constructed. That will likely be a slowdown or a stop to the Clean Power Plan. On the positive side, if what you hear is true about infrastructure spending, we may see more transmission that'll allow us to bring in wind from the parts of the country with a lot of wind resources, and as well some pipeline infrastructure to help bolster renewables with the gas that's needed to integrate them into the stack. If you look at the technologies that have a real potential to change the game, you have to start with storage. There is a lot of effort being placed in storage to come up with cost-effective storage, and if we see that, we will see some fundamental changes in the way the grid is managed. The others are microgrids. There is a lot of effort looking at creating microgrids and micro markets to better integrate a lot of the smarter uses of energy. And finally, I think the real technologies where we have a need and we're keeping our eye on are the information communications networks that are going to enable the marketplace on the platform on top of the network that will allow us to plug and play all of these technologies and get more out of the grid. Utilities should be thinking about how to invest in the clean energy assets. If you look at solar and wind, they've become pretty commonplace asset classes, and I think you'll see utilities more and more comfortable with investing in them. They're just another generation source. Where I think utilities can really lead the way is the investment in the grid to enable the values to be created by all of the distributed resources. We just have to be careful that we don't invest in a way that creates an expense that can't be borne by everyone who takes energy off of the grid. So we have to be very focused in investing in those things that create better uses of our resources and lower prices, lower costs to the customers. With these big changes happening in the electric sector, it opens up a lot of opportunities that 10, 15 years ago you might never see. There's opportunities within utilities that are trying to fundamentally rethink how they go to market with their customers. There's opportunities with the new entrants who are coming up with new ideas and trying to enter the markets, storage companies, big data companies. There's opportunities with the regulatory and government agencies that are trying to navigate the way through to these new rules for how to set up a new market. When are you in the midst of a situation which you can help define an entire market and how it's structured and how it works? And a lot of the non-governmental agencies, the ones who are advocating for some of these clean energy policies, it's a great opportunity for jobs in this sector.